you don't have to sell me on this. I believe wholeheartedly that product data affects everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I lately have been using the phrase in talking with clients. You have major data models that essentially transform your business. You have customer, you have product,
Mm-hmm.
and personally, I think those are probably the two biggest ones I see in terms of affecting transactional. Obviously, you have supplier, you have transactional data, but things that you can curate and manicure and get strategic on. I actually find customer and product being the two, and it's funny you say customer adoption, Justin, because the product or the customer data model and the product data model, when those two mature and get to the point where you can leverage them against each other, that's where adoption really starts to run. And at least in my experience, I've seen leveraging your product data model across your customer is where adoption happens.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that your product data model will get you to a certain point in terms of the capabilities around what you can do. Like I talk about the 5 C's of product content, right? The first 4 are all about the product itself. It's got to be correct, it's got to be complete, it's got to be consistent, and it's got to be clear. The 5th C, which is contextualized, that's the part that you have to do to get all of this talk that's been happening around personalization to actually start to happen.